Hey, welcome to Coffee and Cards. Super happy that you are here with me, trying out a different color, if you know what I mean. So, I am Heather Danielle, and I am drinking a magic potion. What do you think the magic potion is? So, I am debating. I'll show you first the cards that I am debating. I'm sorry, Instagram. Like the color, the video is not that great today. I don't understand why. Okay, so we're definitely going to pull one from the self care deck because I know that we really need a message from here. And then I'm thinking about the Sword of Light magical unicorns and earth magic. So I'm gonna hold these up for a second. So if you've never been to Coffee and Cards, welcome. I try to go live every single Sunday at 9 o'clock. So you can have some coffee, maybe tea, while we do some readings. And I just have spirit basically guide me to comments, like people in the names of the person who comments. Maybe not even the name, just like the energy off of the comment. And then I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter what you comment. I'm like, all right, that one stands out. Spirit saying, like, I definitely need a message for them. And I'm just going to do this because I did it. I usually do this beforehand, but I think I did it like not as perfect. And that is my intention prayer. So every time I go into a reading, whether it's with coffee and cards or individual one-on-one sessions, it doesn't matter. I always say my prayer of intention, and my I'll just say it out loud so you guys know what it is. But okay, I only allow 100% love and light come into my space, and I only allow the past loved ones of the people that are here to come inside my space today. If you could please raise my vibration up so I can better see, hear, feel you, and understand you. If you could please have the information come through clearly and concisely in a way that they can understand. If you could please help me not doubt what you are giving me. And if you could just please have everybody have a lot of fun. And I just thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And sometimes it changes up a little bit, but that's basically what I do. And good morning, Earth Magic. Linda, I was thinking the same thing. Okay. Do you love my hair? I'm going through a phase. It's like, I don't know, midlife crisis or something like that. I don't know. So I'm also using wigs to try out a new hairstyle. But everybody says the pink wig looks so good on me. So then I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta try the blue one. All right, so Earth Magic for sure. At least one card on the Earth Magic because we need to ground. Like, you know me, I don't like grounding, but I know that I need it. And I'm realizing that being ungrounded is actually creating more issues in my life. So one thing I've noticed, and I think that it might be happening to some people here too, is that being ungrounded is causing me to have more anxiety. I don't want to say paranoia, but for some reason that is coming up. And also there's something else too with anxiety. It's bringing a little bit more fear into my life. And if you think about it, being grounded means being of this earth, in your body, down here, activating some of those lower chakras. And if you're like me, who is always thinking, always planning ideas, very creative, always connecting to spirit, like always up here, then your upper chakras are just going freaking crazy. And you need to be able to balance that out with the lower chakras. But if you're someone who doesn't care about, like, I don't even know, like things of this world, like your body, if you're somebody that like hits their leg on a table or have a bruise the next day and you don't even know or remember hitting the table, like you don't pay attention to your body. Like my husband pays attention to his body as he walks up the stairs. I'm like, who does that? Who has time to pay attention to the body as they go upstairs? But he's so in tune with his body. So I think I should do a podcast episode on it. But anyways, we definitely need to ground. So let me see what this is. it's it's connect with nature, which is like the number one way to freaking ground, because it's almost like we are a circuit, and then we can go ahead and use the earth to like discharge energy, to bring us energy. But for some reason I just feel like there's a lot of yucky energy that we need to literally go outside in our bare feet and freaking ground. 1000%. I was definitely onto something, and it's not just me, it's also probably you too. Has anybody ever spent time in nature? Well, besides like the wilderness people and the people that freeze and that kind of stuff, but it's like no one's ever regretted doing that. Oh my gosh. And it's so funny too, because it's like I really see crystals being hidden in the earth. So I don't know if like somebody did that or if there's like crystals near you and stuff, but I don't know. But anyways, it's also number 13. And I'm going to see if I have it. Do I have the book? I'm going to see what the book says real quick. That is so crazy, because obviously if you know about grounding, going ahead and connecting with nature is like the number one way to ground. Okay, let me see. I just want to see if we missed anything. Okay, I am one with the earth is a mantra. All right, immerse yourself in Mother Nature's medicine by walking on the grass, feeling her raindrops, touching the snow, swimming in her waters, or sniffing her flowers. Spending time outdoors is a wonderful from your body, mind, and spirit. So get outside. Take a hike at sunrise or sunset. Head to the beach for the day. Go on a bike ride or work in your garden. Just get some air and be grateful for all that nature provides us. If there is an unexplored outdoor activity that you feel a connection with, think about what you can do to manifest a beautiful experience. Do what you can to get outside for at least 15 minutes every day so you can enjoy fresh air and tune into the beauty of natural surroundings. Okay, who here goes outside every day? I just want to know who sits out here. Okay. Oh my gosh, Kelsey is like literally sitting outside watching and taking in the nature of the animals. Okay, so I haven't been outside. Like I took a walk with my husband the other day. I need to change this up. Okay, so you guys can see this. My magic potion. But I have not been outside, so this is like 1,000% like bang on for me. Mm. Oh, hi Marcy. Hi Celeste. I'm so happy you're here. Oh my gosh, Barbara, I'm so sad to hear about that. Let me see. Um, okay. I want to see if everybody else is good. Earth magic or unicorn. Okay, a couple for the earth magic. Okay, we definitely are on to something with the earth magic today. For sure. Okay, so gotta do it. That's your homework. We gotta take a page out of some of these who go outside every single day. We live on a farm. I'm outside more than I am inside. But that must be so freaking good for you. How do you feel about that? Being on a farm, being outside all the time. Even when I lived in the boondocks in South Georgia across the street from Texas Longhorns, like I was never outside. I didn't like it. Yeah. I'm outside now, my bare feet. Kristen understood the assignment. Carrie, I try to eat lunch outside every day. I'm sure that'll change as the weather gets colder. Yes. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Okay, so Carrie, this is for you, Kerri. Look at this. This is number 20. It says rose gold cosmic pool, and it says bathe in cosmic love, and it says soak up wisdom. It's talking about like this is like a really good time in your life right now, and just like just soak up all the memories, soak up all the happiness. Don't anticipate anything else that you have to do, like or what's going to happen or anything like that. Just stay in the present moment, which they tell me that you are really, really good at doing. They're also talking about like a lot of animal symbolism coming towards you and also a lot of sensitivity with animals. And so that is one thing, but also the animal symbolism is coming up too. And also the 20th is showing up as significant, like for real, like the 20th of the month for sure. So I'm not sure if this is like a birthday or maybe it hasn't happened yet, but they're saying that the 20 is something really big. I also feel Reiki around you as well. And it's so funny too, because as I tune in and I'm like, okay, does she need Reiki or something else? No, I really feel like lots of cleansed energy with you. So that tells me like whatever you're doing, keep on doing it. So it almost feels like you've had a salt bath or something like that. Are you still on vacation or something, or did you actually go swimming in the ocean? Because there's a lot of like definitely of that cleansing. So I feel like, are you a Reiki person? Like, are you thinking about studying Reiki? Because I feel like maybe that's what they're talking about as well. Also, and I see a rabbit near you. So rabbit's all about like fertility. So this could be, bringing in something new into your life, not just like kids and stuff like that, but, it can be like ideas and birthing new ideas as well. And I also feel like a small to medium-sized dog over on the other side with you. I feel like they were either light colored with maybe just like a speck or something on them, and a little bit of a long hair as well. And I feel like there is, they're not really saying anything else. I want to see if there's something else, but I don't feel, it's so weird. I don't feel the dog here with me. I feel like I don't know how to describe it. So it's not like they're coming through mediumship wise. I just got back from a cruise last Sunday. Okay, good. So just soak that up. And I just don't know what happened. I'll see 3. So 3 is about expansion. So maybe you're like rejuvenated and things like this. And now is that time to strike while the iron is hot. Actually, like, bring in some of those ideas that you had. And if you didn't have any ideas, then you need to like journal them out, because they're saying that they have ideas. And there's a lot to do with spirituality in there. I have been feeling that my hands are healers. Yes. And that's the thing, is like, you don't have to get Reiki certified or pranic healing or healing hands. You don't have to do any of that. It's already innate to each and every single one of us. But the thing is that sometimes with our human minds, it's easier to have instructions. It's like we're very much about that. We have to put labels on everything. And so you can just practice it without it, and then just try to learn how what is it called, comes up to you. You don't have to pay somebody else, for a certification. Oh my gosh. Oysters Pearl, she says, I feel trapped in the house. My God. But what do you do? Okay, what do you do if you have to be on the computer all the time? Like, seriously, what do you do? Okay, you get a standing desk, overlooking the backyard, can't go outside, the freaking like rays, like get the sun, and then you can't see anything. you know? So let me know if you guys have any kind of insight. Okay. Okay. I don't even know what, why did I do that? I was supposed to be using earth magic. Why did I open up the magic of the unicorns? Who here just like loves the unicorns or something? I feel like there's a reason why this happened. Okay, and then all of a sudden, this one's a different color. So I knew that this is the card for Celeste. Ooh, divine potential, Celeste. And it says, fulfill your destiny, be all you can be. 100% Celeste. It's talking about untapped potential within you. It's talking about different parts of you that you don't even realize that you had. It's almost like you have such a good sense of self in a way, but they're like, hey, there's more to this. There's other rooms in the house that you need to explore, metaphorically speaking, like within yourself. Okay. I also feel a lot of divine protection around you. I feel like you don't have to be fearful of anything that's going on in life or in the spiritual realm. I feel like you have a lot of other people on the other side that are with you. And I'll be honest with you, I know that your husband has passed, but I don't feel him. I actually feel a female coming through that feels like maybe motherly and things like that. Like maybe it perhaps is your mother. And it's so funny too, because I just feel her like touching my arm right here. So I do feel like that's a sign too that she actually like tries to touch you. And just like how I'm doing this, I might actually have something in my face because of the wig. But that's the reason why that a lot of us go like this and we think that there's something on our face and there's nothing there. That's how spirits feel. You know, it feels like cobwebs and that kind of thing on you. And I also feel soul contract with you. So just kind of see that playing out in your life. And they are telling me though that you do have more of your soul contract to fulfill. But now is a time to really like just go all out with yourself, the things that you want to do and those kinds of stuff, which is really funny because as I tune into you, I'm like, oh yeah, she was totally like that. But it's like, I mean, like you have to go bigger is something else that they're talking about. And you have a really big light inside of you too. And I don't know why, but I'm feeling drawn to the chest area too. So I also feel like some of that congestion of energy there, which can be, you know, grief or whatever. But I just feel like you should pay attention to that because I do feel like breathing issues can come out of that if you're not careful, you know. So it could be like asthma, cyst in the breast, you know, things like that. So just you're more sensitive to having that happen to you. So just kind of, you know, make sure that you go to the doctors, you take care of yourself, that kind of stuff, making sure that you're balanced with love, that you are loving yourself as much as you are loving other people. And I don't know why, but the number 35 is standing out to me a lot. So I don't know if you have an association with 35, like the age that you were when something happened or someone else, but I don't know. But I think that 35 is a really big thing. So if you can't think of anything right now to associate with the number 35, then I would go ahead and I would look at that for the future. Does that make sense? Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. My mom alive and 102. Okay. But your aunt passed from an asthma attack. I'm just curious. Okay. So that makes sense with the chest. Celeste, with your aunt, is that your mom's sister? Because I wonder if that's the reason why it's very motherly, unless your aunt was just that way. And I didn't really tune into her because I feel like she's just around. She's just saying that she's around. Does that make sense? Okay. Let me see. Okay. I need to do this. So let me know. Favorite aunt. There you go. Okay. Okay. There you go. Okay. And thank you, Lisa. Yes. So let me see if I can just get one more like message from her, that kind of thing. And it's so funny that I'm playing with my ear right now because you have to understand like when you do different movements that you're not used to doing when you're connecting to a spirit, then a lot of times it's that spirit that is making you do that. So like one time I did a reading and I had little knots here. I did a reel on it on Instagram. If you guys I put on my stories afterwards. But when I was talking to this man in spirit, I started like tying my knots on my shirt. And I was like, oh my God, I think your dad is helping me with these knots. I feel like it was really bothering him. And I had to redo it during the reading with one hand. And I can't even do it on a good day with two hands. And it was because he loved knots. Like he studied knots, he loved knots and things like that. So when I'm connected to your aunt and all of a sudden my ear is starting to like, okay, what's going on with my ear? I'm like, okay, that's going to be a sign for you. I feel like maybe listening could be the reason why. She's also talking about earrings, though. That's another reason, too, that I think that she's talking about earrings. So I'm not sure you just bought earrings or you have her earrings, but I feel like she's talking about earrings as well. And yeah, she's making me feel like your mom is like a tough old bird for sure. I don't know why, but I just think that she's just saying that she's with you. Like I don't feel a lot of other things. Yes. My mother passed away and I felt her reaching out to me lately. Yes. Yes. Let me, okay. There, as soon as you guys start talking about your past loved ones, I swear to God, it's like all of a sudden I just feel like this big giant like wave of people, you know, coming in. Let me see. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Okay, but I have to like be like, okay, just step outside of my safe space, everybody. And this is when I will actually need one of my spirit guides to come in just to be my little bouncer to say, okay, who's allowed inside of my space, who's not allowed inside of my space, you know, where am I supposed to go right now? Because I feel really guided towards using the Instagram cards, these cards to talk about a reading. Okay, awesome. Okay, cool. Just keep it up in the thing. Jennifer, she said she heard Doug's voice, which is her son who passed away. She heard his voice after almost 16 years. Is that not insane, Jennifer? You have to keep on replaying it over and over in your head. I know you are, but when you hear the voice of someone who's passed away, it is insane. I mean, you think, and tell me, Jennifer, if you felt this way, but it's like I felt like when I heard my Uncle Tom's voice, he said to me, he was like, now you know where I am. Even though I'm like, I don't know where the fuck you are. Excuse my language, sorry. You know, but I was like, I try to not talk that way on live, but I'm like, what do you mean? Like, where are you? I don't know where you are. And so it was so funny because I remember playing it over and over in my head, but I'm like, oh my God, it's so familiar. Like, I remember this. How did I ever forget this? But I felt like I forgot it and then I remembered it. It's so weird. Oh, you hear mom's voice daily, Chris? That is so awesome. Very, it bothers me that I was forgetting it. Yes, it's like you didn't even realize that you forgot it until you heard it. And then once you heard it, you're like, what? Okay, I got chills. So happy for you, Jennifer. Yes. Okay, this is for Linda. This is Out of the Earth, and it says reflection. It's talking about solitude. It's talking about going back within. Okay, this is like a time to like not take a lot of action for you, Linda. This is going to be a time to really figure out like what you want, like who deserves to be in your life. That's a really big thing that's going on with you too. Like who deserves to be in your life. I feel like you are such a big giant soul, and I feel like maybe you have some energy vampires around you, maybe even doing it on accident, that kind of thing. But it's almost like don't allow people that are with you in the physical right now to like, you know, harsh or mellow and stuff like that. Like I feel like your spiritual path is something that's a lot of fun for you and you just love learning about it. Because I feel like too, they're saying that you're learning a lot about your spiritual path because you almost lost a little bit of the identity and you know by being there for everybody else and you know almost like making sure everybody else is happy and those kinds of things. It's like no, you got to like regroup on yourself. And there's a big thing there when I said regroup. Okay, there, and just in case, I don't know why I need to show you this card, but it's almost like they're saying like a regroup, coming back. They want you to do like a little bit more of that self-care. I feel like your energy going down a lot. It's like going like this. Okay, I do feel getting like a blood panel done will be very significant if you haven't already. And then again, I'll say this to everybody, but I am saying it specifically to you, Linda, is that a lot of us who are into spirituality, empaths, sensitives, and stuff like that, we need to be more on the higher side of some of these vitamins and stuff like that. It's a really, really, you know, wide range, but for you specifically. And then I don't know why, but I feel like they're saying that the wintertime is going to be especially very, very helpful to you. Like it's going to be a really, really good time for you to go inwards. And also to, I don't know why they're saying this, but they're saying to even go outside, even in the winter. I know that sucks. Where are you located at, Linda? Hmm. Oh, and they're saying something along the lines of, you know, you can't see the like the okay, what is this? What is this saying, you guys? It's like you can't see the forest when you're amongst the trees, or you're amongst the trees, you can't see the forest. There's something there. Oh, you're in Michigan. Yeah, probably because it's getting colder out. Okay. And it's going to be harder for us to get outside, but we're going to need to go outside. Like I think about that too. And I'm going to have to look it up because I know there are answers. Like how do we ground, you know, with our feet actually in the earth, which is really, really good for discharging and getting more energy when there's snow on the ground. You know, and I love playing in the snow, but you can only do that for so long. Yes, Lisa, how other messages resonate with you. So are you guys coming to the seance event? So the coffee and cards peeps, okay? So this is coffee and cards, but then I have a club, which is like a little membership. And so we're doing a seance event. It's totally donation based. And we have about at least 5 or 6 readers who are going to be reading and doing like a gallery reading event for everybody. And like I said, it's donation based. And so the reason why I'm bringing this up now is because Lisa's like, hey, I'm getting messages through other people's readings. And that's exactly what it's like. So even though it's not like, hey, this message is for you, you kind of resonate with it. And you're like, oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, good. Can you put up the link? Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see Lisa. Oh my God, Lisa. So, oh my gosh, Lisa. Okay, Leesa. OMG, WTF. Okay, literally, didn't you just say how this message is resonating with you? And then bam, I try to pull a card for you, Lisa, and it's the exact same card. So this is literally saying like that is your message. So when you were like, oh, is this message for me or not? It's 1000%. Sorry, I was just trying to get that link. So hopefully you guys can't see my screen because that would just be weird. Okay. I just thought that was so cool. Isn't that wild? I love this stuff with coffee and cards. Okay. I'm just going to grab that link really quick. I'm going to ask Spirit what to do right now. Oh, goodness gracious. Because, one moment. Take a sip of your coffee. Okay. There you go. So that's just for the Facebook event part. But then I'll take you to the link to join us. Okay. Oh, and by the way, we're dressing up. We're going to dress up, but you can dress up too, but we're totally dressing up. So we're going to make it like a night. Okay. And it's going to be virtual. We are so connected now as you get messages. Yes, October 24th. I think the small dog earlier might have been for me. I was trying to talk to my husband into rescuing a dog. Oh my God. First off, Kelsey, your poor husband. Your poor husband. Oh my gosh, look at it. It says music is for you, Kelsey, and it says harmony. All right. So I love it. But I do feel like they're saying that you and your husband do a dance. Okay. So it's not just you making him do things that he doesn't want to do. It's a partnership that goes back and forth. I feel like it's a really good blend for both of you. But I do feel like Spirit's talking to you through music. And I also feel some stress that's on you that you're not really aware of. Okay, so making sure that maybe dancing, music, that's a huge thing. That's for you. I'm also seeing a lot of birds, and I don't know why. So maybe this could be a symbolism for I was about to say dove, so dove is peace. And also I see a tattoo, which is really weird. I'm just curious, like, and so part of me is like, wait a second, do you have somebody that has like a dove tattoo? Like, what the hell is going on, or like a bird? Okay. My husband actually creates music. Yes. I literally see so many doves in the morning. Oh my gosh. Okay. Because I was about to say, like, are we talking about Prince here? That kind of thing. And I have to tell you one thing. Okay. Like the dancing thing is really, really big. And I just want this to be like a message for everybody, because like last night I was hanging at my brother's house and we were playing darts. But then as soon as a song came on, I allowed myself to dance. I did not have any alcohol last night. I was not drinking, none of that. But I swear to God, I felt like I was drunk after like 10 minutes of dancing. I felt so good. I felt so amazing. I was sweating my little butt off, and I loved it so much. So I feel like not just with the music, but coming back to things that we used to love to do that we got out of. And I don't know why, but like Backstreet Boys is coming up and stuff like that, just recreating some of those things. So maybe this is also something too, Kelsey, that's for your husband as well, for inspiration for his music. Oh, and Kelsey's like, dancing is my outlet for stress. Yes. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, do that. And even your little girl and those kinds of things doing that. Okay. Yeah, it's so funny too, because I see a lot of different musical instruments in this too. So I wonder if that's your husband. Mhm. All right. But here's the thing. If I'm going to talk about the rescue dog, oh my gosh. Okay. If you are intuitive, if you are psychic, I want to play a game really quick. All right. I want to see what you guys get about the dog for Kelsey. Okay. Do you feel it's a good thing, or do you feel like it's not? So I'm going to put here if it's a good thing or not. Okay. And then let's see if we all get the same thing. So we're just going to do it really, really quick. And we'll get back to the readings first, but we just want to see. Say, is it in the best interest for Kelsey, sorry, not Kelly, Kelsey to get this dog? And so whatever comes to you, yes or a no. All right. If it's a yes, you might be feeling lean forward. If it's a no, you might feel lean backwards. If it's a yes, you might feel like you're lifted up. If it's a no, you might feel lifted down. All of a sudden, as soon as I say that, do you just get a feeling like, oh, yes, definitely? Or do you get a feeling like, oh, no? So go ahead. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. Joy, really quick. Joy, do you feel like Kelsey should rescue this dog? Yeah, that's all you know. It's all you know, Joy. I want to know. And I'm going to pull a card too. Okay. Okay, so right now I pulled two cards. It says Wake Up Call and Sanctuary. And I'm going to wait to see Joy. Joy, would you mind? You don't mind? Okay. Yes or no? Okay, this is fun, man. I miss coffee and cards. I know, who is that says that? Facebook user. So this is fun, man. I miss coffee and cards, because if you comment in the Rise into Your Power group on Facebook, then no one can see your comments. It's private. Okay. Feel like something's not good with this dog. Okay. I actually put not. And the reason being was because it's a lot of stress already. I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on in the house already. I feel like the dog itself is a very nice dog. Like I feel like, okay, that's cool. And unless like Tina's picking up on something that might be great, but I just feel like it's a lot more extra energy and that stress, Oh, but Joy got yes, I'm the only one that got no. So hey, girlfriend Kelsey, I think it's a yes then. So show your husband this. Show your husband this. I think the reason why that I got no is just because of that stress that you don't realize that you're under. So making sure that you did that. Yeah, did you ask me a question? Joy's like, did you ask me a question? Yeah, hey, you already said yes, which is okay, you're about to. Okay, okay. So making sure that you just get your stuff all situated. It says that's why my husband says no. He doesn't want me to get too stressed if we end up getting pregnant soon. Yes. And honestly, I do feel like that could happen sooner than later. Once you decrease your stress, I do feel the probability of getting pregnant is exponentially higher. And then two, I just feel a lot of issue. This is so weird. I don't know why this is coming up. I feel like the dog has bathroom issues. Do you know anything about that? I feel like the dog has like he's going to go outside more or something like that, or there's more accidents in the house. I feel like there's something to do with the issues with the dog um in that sense. Okay, so just kind of put that in the back of your mind. I feel the dog would be good for the new baby. See, oh, I love this. I've only seen a picture of her. Okay, oh wait, Kelsey, put the dog picture in the Coffee and Cards Club, like Heather did, and then we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. I don't know who this is for, but it says clouds and shape shifting. So we're definitely going to go into this. That would definitely create me a lot of stress. Yes. I know it sounds so weird. I don't know why that's coming up, but I'm not a dog person. I'm not really a pet person. I'm not really an animal person, but I know that there's tons of people here that are. And my son, paid thousands of dollars to save his cat. And I'm like, dude, I wouldn't have done that. But as soon as I seen the cat, I felt the cat's energy and I was just like, oh my God, my heart just melted for this cat. And I hate cats. But I was like, oh my God, I can see why you paid $1,000 to save this cat. Okay, happiness and new connection. I think spring would be better to see a brown pup. Yeah, spring. My two dogs were older, had a lot of bathroom issues. Okay. Okay, so if this new dog doesn't have bathroom issues, I wonder if they brought it up because you had bathroom issues with your other dogs and you know how stressful that was. So that's a good part. All right. So this might be like for everybody right now because I don't know who this is for, but I know that somebody has to hear this. And it says blah 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 blah. Like so many of these things, I'm like, it doesn't pertain. Like when you give me a history on clouds, I'm like, oh, no. So I just skip ahead. So let's go. Most of us had an opportunity at one time or another to notice the shapes and forms clouds take as they gently drift or boldly cross the sky, constantly shifting and changing, adjusting themselves to requirements of their nature. When we take time to simply observe, we can see the cloud people, images that are elegant collaboration between nature and our imagination. Did that help out at all? Okay. So, okay. How you present yourself to others and how others react to you, depending on the degree in which you're. What the heck is this? We're skipping ahead again. Be like the clouds as you try out different forms, stretching your limits at times, willing to move and adjust as necessary. Yes, lift your head up, square your shoulders, and stand tall, such that your chest and your heart open to the world and note how this feels. You may feel vulnerable at first, but stay with it. Then your shoulders fall forward slightly, pull your chest inward and an inch or two, and let your head drop a little. Observe how this feels. Experiment with contracting your aura energy field, then expanding as far as you possibly can. By this kind of shape shifting, you can consciously choose your expression to the world. Just remember who you are at the core. This is seriously saying that a lot of us we need to get outside of our freaking comfort zone. Yes. We need to stop. We're putting ourselves in little freaking boxes and we need to freaking stop it. We did not come here on this planet and on this earth to walk a straight and narrow line. We came here to make freaking mistakes, to go big, to go home, right? Think about it this way. Who here had played Barbies? Remember we had that Barbie thing here? And we played Barbies and Barbie had a dream house and some Barbies had freaking airplanes, like whatever. Can we say privilege there? Okay. Okay. Some people had like Barbie Corvettes. Think about it this way. This earth, this world is a giant Barbie house and you're the freaking Barbie right now and you're the one that's playing house. And so just like how you do like Barbie and Ken and Skipper and they're going to do all these different adventures, this is your freaking life. And that is what's going on right now. So you are freaking Barbie, or you're Ken, you're Skipper, whoever you want to be, and you have the ability to go ahead and play in this crazy freaking planet, and the planet is your freaking playground. And the more that you say you cannot do something, then guess what? The more you can't do it. But the more that you say you can do it, then the more that you freaking can do it. Just like with me, I'm freaking wearing weird wigs now. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I do that. I'm playing around with it. I'm shaping myself in different ways. And so they're saying, hey, we need to keep on doing that. Like almost like we're like a freaking cloud, like we have already been one way. Why don't we be another way? Try something new, try something different, hang out with different people, going ahead and exploring different things. We're putting ourselves in a box. Me and Kelsey, maybe we need to take a hip hop class, a hip hop dance class. Maybe we need to try ballroom dancing. How many of us have untapped potential because we have never tried to do something? Maybe we feel like we're not talented, that we're not worthy, and we don't have anything. And that probably be because we haven't tried that one awesome thing that we're truly good at, because we're keeping ourselves in a freaking box. For me, I just told my husband yesterday, I'm like, I know I would make a great actress. Like, I would be like, oh my God, I'd be so freaking amazing, but, I started acting when I was like a teenager and junior high, when I was president of the drama club. But then as soon as they made musicals, I'm out because I can't sing. But that's what he's talking about. Do it. Do it. Instead of finding out reasons why not, find out reasons why you can. Don't be like my husband, okay? Because my husband's always finding out reasons why he can't do something. And then I finally got to him and I'm like, if you are so into this, I'm like, what would just happen for a minute, for a day, if you thought maybe it is possible? Wow, that was good. I feel like I was like Tony Robbins there for a second. Girl, the wigs are anything. Joy, you are one of my inspirations. I'm like, Joy can wear a wig. How come I can't wear a wig? And then I don't have to worry about my hair. Okay. Desiree said, also love this card. Been getting outside most of my comfort zone and dealing with a lot of anxiety, but it gets easier in time. Yes, 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 yes. And Desiree, did you hear in the beginning? Like, we need to ground because the freaking anxiety is getting worse right now, and we really need to connect with nature. Yes, Nikki, music, perfect. I needed to hear this. Living in the woods makes me want to stay at home. Yes. Oh, and then that's the thing, is that we get so in our comfort zone. I don't know what we need. Okay, we need to come up with a challenge. We need to come up with something where we could do this together and hold each other accountable. So let me know what ideas come to you. Maybe we could do it in the Rise into Your Power group on Facebook or something like that. But we need to do something. Like, I feel it like really, really high in my head, like, no, like, we really need to do this. Like, did you notice when I talked about it, like how much energy was coming forward? That's coming forward from the spirit world. Okay, this makes me think about pulling out of the spiritual closet. Yes, doing this seance is scary but exciting. I don't know who said that, but yes, I am great at pulling people out of the freaking spiritual closet. Like, yes, come on. The world needs you. And if you think about it now, we don't want to get into politics and crap like that, but the world is going freaking mad right now, okay? And we need more people of love and light, people with less fear, more people with a connection to their higher power. We need all of that more than freaking ever. And I have a feeling it's just going to get freaking worse, okay? So let me see. There was something else that I wanted to read. Okay, always wanted to act too. I was a student of Christopher Capola. Is that like the wine guy? This makes me think of pulling out. Okay, perfect. I've been feeling led to begin a new career. Yes, I felt that with you, Carrie, but have so many limiting beliefs and feel a failure that I think is holding me back. I think about ready to move forward with it though. Yes, okay, move forward with it. Just take that one extra step. It doesn't mean that you have to like just go out and do it. But I do feel like spirituality, astrology, really big with you, Carrie. But yes, just one little baby step. It doesn't mean that you all of a sudden just have to like do everything, but just start working on it. Oh my gosh, Joy loves my energy. And I know I'm batshit crazy, but your energy keeps up with mine's even faster you are. Absolutely appreciate you being you. And I love you too. Okay. Yes, the grounding thing spoke to me too. Started a new job for a good portion of the day. I'm sitting outside doing a lot of waiting. It's been really good and unexpected time for meditation. It's been very helpful. Yes. Okay. Started bringing a notebook and writing down some things. Yes, that came to me. Yes, during meditation. You guys, if I you know me, I don't like meditating. I will do all the alternatives to meditating. So if you need meditating options, alternative options, come to me. But anytime that I meditate, I swear to God, all my answers are answered. Like, all my questions are answered within freaking 5 minutes. I'm like, why don't I do this more often? Okay, Melissa, you want to be pulled out of the spiritual closet? Aren't I doing that a little bit? Okay. Hey, I will yank you out. I will yank you out. Ooh, the seance event, Melissa. I might give you a little thing to do during the seance event. Okay. Our world needs more love and light than ever. Okay. 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 Oyster Sparrow said, stepped outside mine and joined the CCC this week. Oh, the Coffee and Cards Club. Yes, you did this week to participate in circles and start expanding my abilities. Yes. And that is freaking perfect. That is perfect because in the Coffee and Cards Club, you're surrounded by freaking amazing chicks and dudes, you know, that are like, they're not going to judge you. They're not going to, you know, think that you are, you know, like, no. It's so awesome. And that's the thing is if you don't like virtual, if you don't want to do club, that's fine. But you have to find a spiritual community with good peeps in it. Okay. So let me see. It says my uncle's a famous director and has a wine company too. Oh my gosh, Jenny, like how you doing? Like, yes. Oh, well, thank you, Alexa. You called me beautiful. My meditation tech is writing. I'm writing a book right now. OMG, Tina, did I know about this? That is freaking amazing. I love the books. I love the books. Let me know if you need any help with anything. Okay, Joy says, great meditation lately, but I feel I was attacked in my sleep the other night. Oh my gosh, 2 others in my home woke up with similar dream experiences. Yike, Friday the 13th. Joy, I don't know why, but you know how Joy is freaking amazing, by the way. JOIBYRD. Oh my gosh. She was on my podcast. She's freaking amazing. Definitely reach out to her. She's an amazing reader, all that stuff. Like, right? But for some reason, I feel like it has nothing to do with you. I feel like it either has to do with someone that you newly let in or someone that you read for. I feel like they're attached to them. Does that make sense? And then like you were trying to help them during your reading, and then this person didn't like this, you know, like then an attachment. So basically what I feel, and let me know if this makes sense to you, but I feel like you read someone who had an attachment and then you were trying to help them or something. And the attachment was like, whoa, don't ruin my thing that I got here. So let me know. Okay. It inspires. Thank you, Steve. The Coffee and Cards Club inspires. Love everyone in the group. That's Kelsey. Okay. All right. So we're going to figure out what Joy thinks about that. But I actually have appointments today. So I have been taking sessions a little bit on the weekends too and on Sundays. So we're going to do pick a card. So you can, if you want to, and I think you should do this today. Okay. Ask all energies to step outside of your space. Do a quick body scan. You know, what you see, hear, feel, what you taste, what you smell. And then you're going to ask Spirit to guide you towards card A, card B, or card C. If all of a sudden it sounds like I was saying one of them higher than the other, then that's going to be your card. C, B, A. Maybe you can put them in your mind's eye and look at A, B, or C. Maybe one of them looks brighter than the other. Maybe you can rub your hands together, activate those hand chakras, and then put A into a circle, B into a circle, and C into a circle. So for me, I don't have any of them. Like none of them is standing out. So you know what I'm going to do? I am going to just go into each one of them and then see if one of them makes more sense than the other or if more than one makes sense. So let me know. Okay. Joy says, make a lot of sense, sis, but I read for so many. I feel like you're right. Yes, you are such a busy girl. And so, yeah. Okay. So I think that is going to help you too. So I feel like, you know what to do, like whatever, like the cleansing, the cutting, blah, 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 all that stuff. And then, yes, let's see. Okay. And then boundaries, girlfriend. I don't know why, Joy. All of a sudden they just yelled boundaries too, because, I think it's because there's so much love going to you, to your clients, and your clients to you, but making sure that there's those boundaries too, to where it's like people, whether they're actual real people or spirits, don't like get all up in your boundaries, like get up all on you. So many people, what they're saying is not to have, people have too much access to you. We need to cut that down. There needs to be a balance. I know it sucks too, because, sometimes it takes me longer to read messages. Sometimes it takes me longer to respond to emails and things like that. But I have to keep my boundaries up, because if I don't, then what happens is I'm not going to be good for the world, because I'm going to be way too worn out. I'm going to get burnt out. I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be all these things. So sadly, I have to push out my energy. I have to have it balanced. Okay. I love you, Joy, so much. Okay, so we got some. There's lots of A's and B's, or A's and C's. I like this. Okay, so let's go to it. Ooh, karma DNA. I never even seen this one before. So, but first off, I have to say, before I even read this, is that it's talking about, is that what goes around comes around, but the big thing is that you have been doing a lot of things for other people. If you have been doing and helping and all those other things, right, then you are supposed to get back whatever you put out threefold. Okay. So this is saying allow that. So if all of a sudden, if you're doing things for other people and then good things come to you, receive it, be open to receiving it, enjoy it. Okay. Whether it's going to be more money that comes to you, more time, and soak up those, whatever it is, like, and accept it. So many people that I have read for and everything else, it's like they do so many good things for other people, but then as soon as money comes in or extra or whatever like that, they go ahead and spend on other people. It's like, no, allow yourself. Like, you deserve some awesomeness. You actually deserve to go ahead and, have some goodness. Or same thing with time. If all of a sudden you're given more time, focus it on you, going ahead and being like, yes, I am going to take this time too, and fill in the blank with that or whatever you love, instead of taking on more for somebody else, or taking on and doing something else for somebody else. It's like, accept the goodness that you have done. And I don't know why, but they're also saying this too, that if you are pissed off at somebody, or if you don't like somebody, or if you're wondering if somebody is going to pay for what they did, I do feel like they're saying that this is the card that it is a yes. Like, justice is going to be served. That's another big one. Inside of this book, it is number 47 and 48 that might resonate. And then it says, we not only carry our soul's karma into this lifetime, but also embedded in the complex coding our DNA is our genetic ancestral karma. The double helix structure of DNA contains codes that have been passed down from our parents and grandparents, as well as ancestors. Therefore, we have some of the genetic information that comes from the DNA of early humans. In this card, we see, okay, I see a lot, blah, 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 blah. All right. Aspect of your soul entered your physical self for so long before you had to take form. I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. No matter, okay. You're talking about destiny and fate. Okay, that is the big thing that it's talking about. Okay, and it's talking about that you need to have persistency and you need to keep on loving up your higher self. That is another big thing that is coming up. And another thing that's coming up here is you can't get caught up in the dramas and the little things, right? There's a bigger picture that's happening. So if you're experiencing something, then maybe you're experiencing this because it's going to end a soul contract, because it's part of your life purpose, because maybe it's meant to, be shared with others, or maybe it's going to help your own individual soul growth. Okay. I also do feel they're talking about be careful who you allow into your energy field with card A. That's a big thing. I don't feel like everybody that you surround yourself with has your best interest at heart. And I do believe, like, I feel like it's mostly physical people, like people of this world, but just making sure that that's going on. I also do feel a need to get more foundation and more security. And it doesn't have to do with money. I feel like they're talking about this has to do with how you truly feel. Like, your mindset is a really, really big one for card A. And it's like almost like what you put out there is what you get, that kind of thing. It's like playing around with that a little bit more. And I do feel like more money is going to come to you once you really believe that you deserve it and you're worthy of it. That's a really, really big. And they're talking about confidence, like having that confidence and staying strong with it. If you are talking about, I'm going to go through a couple of things. If you're talking about love, then I definitely feel this past life connection coming up here with this relationship. But definitely, if you're in a good relationship, then that means because you deserve it. If you're in a relationship where there's a lot of chaos and stuff like that, then I feel like they're talking about, hey, past life connection that needs to be cut. Okay. With money, I feel like they're talking about money mindset, more money being coming to you. And then if you're talking about health as well, I do feel like they're talking that genetics is playing a part in this. Okay. This is something that maybe your family has had issues with, but you're not aware of it. And then maybe even consulting with some experts and things like that might be able to help you mitigate this path a little bit more. Okay. Okay. Makes so much sense and resonates. Oh, okay, Joy, that's hilarious. I chose B before I forget. Okay, good. Okay. All right, here is a B. Ooh, is radiance, and it's summer solstice. Oh my God. So I love this. So the first thing that's coming up before I even look in the book, okay, if you chose card B, you have a big giant light inside of you that means to be shine to the world. It doesn't mean that you have to become rich and famous or all those kinds of things, but it's saying that you have a lot of experiences and stuff like that that need to be shared with others. That don't look at things in your past that you have done as just things that you've overcome. There are also things that could help other people. Basically, some shortcuts and things like that that can be a bridge to other people. And it's like those people really truly do need you. I also feel like you're really much in your your masculine energy. So what this is meaning is that you are doing action, you're you're giving, but you also need to be able to receiving, getting in that but that feminine energy, and going ahead and balancing that out is going to be very beneficial to you. I also feel hormones too. So making sure that your hormones are good, I feel like that's a big thing. So getting your hormone levels checked. I know sometimes doctors are hard with that. I don't know why it's coming up so much, but going ahead and making sure, estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, those kinds of things are really, really good. And then also I do feel vitamin D. So there's a lot of health issues that's going on with this, or potential health issues, but I do feel like they can be mitigated and stopped and things like that if you have more of that balance, within your energy. I do feel like if you chose card B, you're a very strong empath as well. So you're very, very sensitive. And I do feel like getting outside is something that you need to do. All of a sudden, as I'm talking, I'm like, okay, I think this card is for me as well, because I do feel like there's a lot of work. Even though I do feel a little bit of joy with the work. Oh my God, it's so funny. I just said joy and then JOI popped up. But even though there's a lot of joy with the work, I do feel like this balance of work and play. And even though you do love what you do, or you might love it, or you still have that passion of the people that you work with, but there's still like this balance that needs to happen. And I'm going to see what it says in here. One second. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I was looking up like an R word, so instead of the S word. So I don't know if that helps out with anybody. If there's like an R name, like go Ryan, Brian, or something along those lines, or even something weird like Rain, So kind of keep that in the back of it. And it says blah blah blah. Release your concerns about what may happen, and this is number 135. In the future, and focus on appreciating everything you have that's good and right. And it says, do something physically active that stimulates your inner light. Dance, sing, but most important, get outdoors. Do not let any negative thoughts or habits stop you. When you are in love with life, you naturally radiate love. During this part of your cycle, your capacity to love is greatly amplified. In one of those supreme ironies of life, the more love you give, the more that returns to you. It starts by allowing the radiant being you truly are to be expressed in the world. Smile a little more, notice the beauty of nature, see the human in the paradoxes of life, show your love, especially to those whom you are closest. Then smile even more and watch the world around you light up. Definitely feel like there's people around you that are good that you need to hang out more with. Oh my God, it's so funny too, because I was going to go hang out with my friends afterwards and I'm like, oh no, I need to go to the gym and I need to do this. So maybe I won't meet with them today and I'm really tired and all these things. Nope. I'm hearing the message and I'm going to understand the assignment. I'm going to hang out with my friends. And the thing is, life is all about priorities, not balancing it. So our priorities might shift from every day, every week, every month, but even every hour and stuff like that. So what is your priority right now? And so right now, my health is my number one priority. And that should probably be everybody's, but my health is my number one priority. So I'm going to do everything I need to do to be healthy. But then it's going to be my friendships and my relationships, especially with those people that I love the most, which is my husband and my son and those kinds of things. So going ahead and making sure that you have those priorities and you're checking them off, and making sure that you're coming from a place of like love, like lots of energy, as opposed to coming from a place of lack. So making sure that you do that. In life, you can make choices out of fear, out of love. So making sure that you're making those choices out of love and not fear. And how that shows up in our daily life is like, are you, not taking the job because you are, fearful that you can't do it, or you don't feel like you're good enough? Are you staying in this relationship because you don't feel good enough, because you don't think there's anything better out there, because you're scared of being alone? Those are choices that are made with fear. But when you make choices out of love, it's a little bit different. Like, I am going to end this freaking relationship because it's not good for me. And I love myself and I know that I deserve better. I am going to apply for this job because guess what? I love myself to, try and change my life. Does that make sense? So if you are a card B people and you're just debating about what you should do in life, I feel like number one, journaling is going to be really, really big. I feel like there's a lot of that emotion that you have to get out, number one. And this is going to be one where I also feel shifts and changes, but I feel like it's more of like a mental change that's going to create outward changes. But that's basically it. Okay. My husband's middle name is Ryan and my granddaughter's middle name is Rain. Oh my God, Carrie, that is so awesome. Okay, that is totally 100% for you. It just started raining here right when you said the R name. Oh, this is so funny. I took a final for college. I don't think I did good. It was my last class to take. Oh my gosh. I don't know what you got out of this, Marcia, if you felt like it was saying that you did good or not. Okay, rich and famous would be great. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be famous because then I'm like, wait a second, I won't be able to go to CVS. I would have to look good all the time. My last name is Ryan, but I picked A. Oh, yeah, see, hey, so I would still take it. Um, Okay. Fear sucks. Yes. Self doubt is in my way. Yes. Got to get my feelings out constantly. Yes. 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 And you know what? You just got to do it anyways, right? Be fearful and do it anyways. Like that's my motto. Like I feel like sometimes I'm such like, what is it called? A masochist because I keep on doing things that scare the crap out of me that I don't feel good enough for. Like I have applied for jobs where I sat there and cried just filling out the application and sending it virtually where I'm like, no, I just can't do it. I can't do it. And my husband's like, are you freaking kidding me? Just press the button. I'm like, no. Yeah, it's so. I feel like the bigger your light is and the bigger that you shine, it's like almost like the more like issues that you have within yourself and your self-esteem. Do you see like all the narcissists walking around? You know, all the people who are freaking full of themselves and like they're the ones that are just like bad energy. And it's like, how in the world do you feel so good about yourself when you're such a bad human being? But me, who I'm such a big, beautiful, great human being, I'm the one with all the freaking self-worth and self-love and self-esteem issues. Like that is not right. Okay. Linda says, wow, I'm about to change jobs, finding out this week. Ooh, I love it. Everything's tying together. Balance keeps emphasized in my head. Yes. Okay. 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 All right. I've been dealing with so much anxiety and stress from spiritual downloads I've been receiving. So I need to hear this. Yes. And that's probably the reason why too, I felt so much spirituality with you, Carrie. So I think that journaling thing is going to help. And even if you don't like journaling it out, even doing verbal, you know, like on your phone or even like in a car. I do that sometimes too. There's a ton of narcissists. Yes. Oh my God. Oh. Winter solstice reflection. Who chose card C? Oh my gosh. My mom and I literally said the same thing about narcissists the other day. It's mind blowing. That is freaking crazy. So, number one, if you chose card C, everything that I said about the card before this, so if you remember this card coming up, that those messages are going to pertain. But I definitely feel if you're in card C, I feel like it's time to really like step it up as in not like taking action, but being freaking honest with yourself. There's a lot of honesty issues that I'm seeing in this card. And it's like, I don't know why, but I feel like this card, if you chose card C, I feel like they're trying to give you a talking to. I feel like they're trying to slap you upside the head. And I feel like, too, a lot of what you're dealing with is a product of how you think about yourself or how there's a lot of that mental anguish. And it's almost like what you are dealing with in your world right now is a product of how you've been thinking. And they're trying to take some responsibility for that, right? They're kind of like pushing you a little bit because they're like, you know what? Like they're trying to hit you side the head. It's like they've been telling you that changes need to be happening, things that need to be happening, and you have not been doing it. And they're like, come on, now it's time to freaking start, like thinking about it, being honest with yourself. Are you living the life that you truly want to live right now? Are you making the changes that you've been guided to make? Are you not? It's clear. It's like I feel like your spirit guides who chose card C are being a little bit like parental and authoritative right now. And they're like, okay, you need to like number one, the reflection is talking about like journaling, getting it all out, and the honesty that you have within yourself. Are you being guided to do this stuff? Are you being guided to make this change? That means making a change with a job, with a career, with a relationship. Like how do you truly feel about that relationship? How do you truly feel? Just because everybody else thinks that relationship is right for you, is it truly right for you? Maybe it is. If so, then put a check mark on there. Okay. With your money situation and stuff like that, just because you have enough to get by, you don't need just to survive. You need to thrive. So maybe, that's something that's stopping you. Or maybe with this job situation, do you need to really move jobs? You need to change jobs. Don't make freaking excuses like, oh my God, my retirement and all this other stuff, right? No, like that's something else entirely. Okay. They want you to be really honest about your life and where you want to go. And it's almost like, taking that little bit of step, that research and things like that. You don't actually have to, take any big giant leap. It's like they're talking about little soft steps. They're talking about soft communication. And for some reason too, I want to go back to the relationship thing too, because I do feel like, your relationship can be better for a lot of people. either you're in a really good relationship, or B, you're in a relationship that can get a little bit better too. And it doesn't mean that you guys have to like break up or anything else like that, but you need to be honest with the way that you're feeling and to see like, okay, can this relationship get better? And then I also do feel too, it's a reflection. I don't know why, but they're saying for you to, really look in the mirror, maybe even do some mirror work. Okay. I feel like they're talking about, expressing the love to yourself is going to be really, really good for you. Okay. My Reiki guide has been saying this for 2 weeks now. Oh my gosh. Yes, Melissa, this is what I'm saying. Still getting repeating numbers nonstop. I need to do some more reflection and meditate for sure. Yes. I literally got 444 before joining this meeting. If you are seeing numbers constantly, then what you need to do is that you need to create a language of spirit, being like, okay, these freaking numbers are driving me crazy. If I see this number, it's going to mean this. If I see that number, it's going to mean that. So that's what I would do. So if I see 444, I have told them, if I see 444, then that means it's from my angels, and that means that I am on the right path and you guys are supporting me. Don't be fearful, keep on going forward. Okay. If I see 333, that means ascended masters. And then I know, okay, that means I'm about to level up, that I might have to do something scary, that there's going to be a big change, those kinds of things. If I see 555, that is telling me a big change is coming up, or I need to take a change, make a change. So then I will literally reflect on that. Okay, is there any changes that I need to make? Is there anything that hasn't been going on? Those kinds of stuff. Okay, every time I'm being told by God and my spirit guides, Carrie, that is awesome. Okay, let me see. Card C might be already for me. Anything for me? Yeah. So Char, if you just joined, then I definitely feel like C is for you. Okay. Love you, Joy. What's 222? Coming together usually. So that means if things are a little bit crazy or anything else like that, then it means they're coming together. Or it can mean that they're going to bring somebody in my life that's going to help out. That could be a friend, a professional, some kind of course, workshop, or something like that, to help me out. So the twos are coming together. I see 1111 all the time. 1111 is one of the most powerful freaking numbers. So when I see 1111, to me, that's God, universe, spirit as a whole. And they're telling me to just remember that I am part of the whole. That, basically one, I am one with everyone. So that means that no one is better than me and nobody is less than me. So that means that if I'm going through some issues and I see 1111, then I'm like, okay, I reflect on it. Okay. And then I'm like, okay, is this telling me that I'm selling myself short, that I am putting myself down, that I am dimming my light, and I am forgetting that nobody is better than me and nobody is less than me, that I am one, that I deserve to have whatever else out of life, because everybody deserves to have everything they want in life, and I'm part of that. So that's when I see 1111. Okay, and let's see, 33 and 44. Ooh, those are good ones. But for threes, all about expansion. Fours are all about foundation security. So then if I would see 33, which by the way, 33 is my life path number. So I think of power and coming back to myself. But it might be a little bit different for you. And then in the 44 part, like that's about foundation, about security, so what's going on? Do I have a bad money mindset? Do I feel insecure right now? Do I feel like I don't have a foundation, or do I feel that way? Or do I need to be reminded that I do have security, that I do have foundation? Oh my gosh, my new apartment is 834 and my car license plate is 438. I feel like that's saying that you're meant to be in that. When there's synchronicities that's happening with the numbers like that, and then it's like that's your new apartment that is literally in reverse with your car. Like it's a reflection. I think that's awesome. That's yin and yang balance, with how the numbers are going back and forth. I feel like it's really, really good energy. It's almost like letting you know, like, this is exactly where you're meant to be, Tina. That apartment is exactly where you needed to go. Like they cannot make it more clear in a way. Like that is freaking cool. And I will tell you guys this, the last 4 digits of my social security number, and I probably shouldn't say this, I probably already regret saying that, is the last 4 digits of a phone number that was huge in my childhood. Huge in my childhood. That's what I'll just say. And I think about that every single day, because I'm like, what are the odds? And the phone number is associated with someone who is extremely close to me, probably the most important person in my entire life. And I think about like, oh my God, like this is part of a bigger whole. Okay. I also got a card that says it's time for a big change in career. Okay. Yes. Card C hits hard. Yes. Okay. Lately, I've been seeing 111, all over again. 111s that talk about new beginnings as well. So it's like 111 when you just see 111, instead of 1111, but 111. That's for me. And you could tell your spirits this too, like Jessica. You could say, okay, spirit guides, if I see 111, then that's talking about new beginnings. Now, new beginnings is awesome, but it can also come with endings, right? Because then you're starting new, you're starting fresh, or maybe new beginnings needs to happen. they have to call a manager job for my new apartment complex. I applied. Oh my God, Tina, this could be it. Ooh, yes. What about multiples of 6? 6, 12, 18, 24. Well, if you think about it, 6, and see, I feel like with you, Marcy, the 6 has really stood out with you, right? Because you said multiples of 6. Like you were just saying, okay, 6, 12, 18, 24. You said multiples of 6. So I feel like a lot of energy has to do with the number 6. 6 is all about balance. Okay. 6 is actually, 33, and then you break it down to 6. That's what I'm learning is balance. So that's the reason why I'm trying to like try that out. I juggle a lot of things. So I got to try to figure out that. So yeah, 6 is, balancing, love, balancing work, balancing home and stuff like that. Not having boundaries open to everybody, all that stuff. Oh my gosh. So Colleen says, I'm a foster mom and my license plate is DHS. Yes. See all those things. And it just, you have the freaking choice in your life to see things as a miracle or as not as miracles. To me, it's like, why not see that as something? Why not see that as something bigger, as a bigger picture? Like Colleen, with you being a foster mom and your license plate saying DHS, then why, what does it hurt if you're like, oh my God, maybe I was totally meant to be a foster mom? It's literally on my license plate. Like, why not do that? Why not think that way? It does not hurt anybody. But the thing is that if you do believe in it, you'll get more and more of those things because the spiritual world will be like, oh my God, they get it. They get it. I'm going to talk more to them. Yes. Okay. Let me see. That's cool. Okay. Cool. So helpful. My Reiki guy has been saying, okay, cool. Melissa, I'm watching you. Okay. Destiny. Okay, I love this. Oh, and 7-Eleven every single day. I take it as my message. I'm on the right path. Yes. And then I've also looked at like 7-Eleven, like is it July 11th or is it November 7th? Keep that in mind. Those kinds of things. Keeping in mind too, seeing people's favorite numbers. Like my mom's favorite number was 713. And so now 713 is her number. So now I literally told her, I'm like, okay, mom, I see this, then I know it's you. My old house address was 1111. Lived in my wish house for almost 2 decades. Also, was going to elope in 2003, but then realized we could use 3 of 2003. That is so cool. Oh my God, Colleen adopted her third cousin. Oh my God, look at all these threes. Love you, Kristen. It adds up to 9, but I was born 9/9. See, nines are really, really big. I wonder too, because nine's all about endings. Is it endings in your life or is it always new beginnings? Like I wonder if there's always a lot of changes there with you. Maybe we should share our signs we see in nature, Heather, when we go outside. Yes, I love this. Okay, great, Linda. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna have a little bit of homework. And I'll put a post up in the Rise into Your Power group, but our homework is going to be to go outside. Okay, we need to go outside. We need to go outside. We need to ground. We need to come back to earth. We've been dealing with a lot. There's been a lot of stress. Maybe there's going to be a lot of emotions. Maybe there's going to be a lot of uncertainty. Whatever you are feeling right now, we need to go outside and we just need to charge and be one with the earth. We need to remember that there's something bigger than ourselves going on and all of the things that we are dealing with. And then if you have any kind of experiences with the animals, with the weather, anything like that, then we're going to put it into the Rise into Your Power group Facebook post. Okay. All right. All right. And Colleen, I'll message you as soon as I'm done with my my appointments. I'll comment and let you know. So if you have any more questions about numbers, just comment them, okay? And after my sessions today, and I will answer them, okay? Thank you for joining me, guys. I love you. I love you.